The chamber, along with Palm Coast Mayor David Alphen, was excited to celebrate the grand opening of the Azure of Palm Coast.
That's Greg Blase, President and CEO of the Palm Coast Flagler Regional Chamber of Commerce, talking about the opening of the $20 million healthcare facility providing services to local senior citizens. Blase says that price tag is significant.
It's an active conversation in this community that we want to increase commercial building in our community to help shift the tax base away from residential and even and out more with commercial, which will help stabilize our tax revenues in this community.
And there's another benefit to the community.
The Azure of Palm Coast is hiring dozens of people. They've already hired dozens of people, and they will continue to grow. And as that happens, that's another economic stimulus to our community in the form of just new jobs and new payroll here in Palm Coast.
Plus, it diversifies the workforce.
When you look at our local economy, it's largely dependent on tourism and construction jobs. And so the chamber, along with some other community partners, are actively looking to increase the number of healthcare jobs that exist within our community.
Visit azure.com Palm Coast to learn more. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Flagler County Sheriff's deputies respond to a real-life family feud last Thursday. Sheriff Rick Staley says it happened in the western part of the county.
When they got on scene, they discovered that an altercation had occurred between two family members where the suspect was trying to choke one family member. Another family member tried to break it up, and when that failed, grabbed a knife and stabbed the suspect in the back. Unfortunately, the knife also stabbed the original victim. The suspect then released his hold and fled the scene, but was later found by deputies and arrested.
Staley says none of the injuries were life-threatening. After its dispute with the Green Lion Cafe earlier this year, the city of Palm Coast started the process to possibly replace the Green Lion with a different restaurant at the Palm Harbor Golf Club. Brittany Kershaw, Director of Communications and Marketing.
The city of Palm Coast has issued a request for proposal on the city's website for a food and beverage concession provider for the Palm Harbor Golf Club. Any interested parties must submit their bids by September 15th, and the new concession lease agreement will begin on February 1st, 2023.
That arrangement would be a 5-year lease with an option to renew for an additional 5 years. The monthly cost would be at least $3,000 with utilities. The Green Lion had a successful run at the Palm Harbor Golf Club, becoming TripAdvisor's top restaurant in Palm Coast. The Green Lion would not comment on if they plan on participating in the RFP process.
In last week's primary election, Courtney Vandebunte came out on top in the three-way race for School Board District 2, and she will face Will Furry in a runoff. Vandebunte says the board needs to let parents be more involved in their children's education.
Parents are parents, and we need to involve them as much as possible in their child's education. And the school board in the school district needs to do a better job at inviting parents and families into our schools and making them feel welcome and bringing unity between our teachers and our parents. As a former educator here in Flagler for 10 years, I've seen how successful kids are when they have a family member that has been in their classroom, seen their work environment. I know what they're learning.
Furry says he wants to improve the exceptional student education program and raise reading levels.
As a school board member, we're about policy. The superintendent runs the administration of the school. And so where I'd like to do is advance policy that would foster attention to challenges of reading deficiencies and early learning. I think if we can catch the problems, in VPK, kindergarten, first grade, we can get ahead of the problem rather than identifying it later and trying to catch the kids up. So
the runoff election takes place November 8th. I'm Rich Petchke.
How does a person become a medic with Flagler County EMS?
EMS Director Dr. Kristen McCabe says that first they have to hire them at their own agency, ride with experienced crew on all their runs, and then go through several clearing events. She said that her approval of a new hire is the very final stage of that clearing.
That entails essentially an in-person exam with me where we go over live scenarios, and we have field training officers that are in the room who are able to help work through their assessment with me, and we score them according to a national registry score sheet to make sure that they are fit to serve.
Dr. McCabe said that her field officers develop the testing and the scenarios so that she knows a new medic will give the right medication and be able to handle any situation. She said that she also gives homework.
Because we're all lifelong learners.
You can listen to the Flagler Voice on WNZF Saturday mornings at 8:30 or anytime on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, how is Flagler EMS evolving? From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.